Hello, Detroit Jesuit Hall of Fame members and attendees at tonight's event. My name is Charles Davis. I have the pleasure each and every week of standing in a booth next to this man right here, the great one himself, your own Gus Johnson. And Gus can't be there tonight to accept the honor that he richly deserves, but here's a chance for him to tell you what it means in his own words. I'm going to ask him a few questions and let him tell you what this means. And before we even start, I can tell you this. When he first found out that he was going to be honored and go into the Hall of Fame, he told me, and the look on his face and the happiness and the joy, I'm going to use one word, palpable. And I've enjoyed it all year long. He's our Hall of Famer. He's our leader. He's our rock. Gus Johnson, you are going into the Detroit Jesuit Athletic Hall of Fame, and it's not because you're a broadcaster. It's because of your athletic prowess. What does this honor mean to you?
I tell you, it means everything to me. Coming from Livernois and Davison in Detroit and having a chance to catch that Livernois bus, the 7 Mile, and that 7 Mile bus to UD High, what it was called back then, and play ball. It was everything for me, having a chance to have great coaches like Coach Scott Hammond for basketball and Bulldog Dick Kennedy for football and Chris Woody for baseball. It was the kind of moments in my life that I think changed me and helped me become a better person, especially with the Detroit Jesuit High School education.
Here at Fox Sports, you're our leader. You're the face of Fox Sports. You are the guy that each and every week people tune into to listen to, because they know when you're on, it's going to be terrific. But when it all began, when you were playing, though, you were a traditional 3-sport guy: football, basketball, baseball, in addition to your academics. What was your favorite? How'd you balance it all?
Well, you know, I played 3 sports at UD High because the worst thing for me was to have to go and do that 2.5 hours of study every night. So I did everything season to season to make sure that I could figure out a way to not have to do it. You know, palpable. Folks, Charles Davis, that kind of vocabulary, he could have been a Detroit Jesuit High School academic All-America. But, you know, I loved everything. I loved playing football for UD. I loved Coach Kennedy, and I loved the experiences that I gained. I thought playing for Coach Hammond and basketball at UD High, you know, we had some great moments. We weren't very good, but I had a chance to guard B.J. Armstrong, and he gave me about 55 points, you know, and I joke with him about that to this day. So all the sports, and being a big Tigers fan, just having a chance to play baseball, 2 strikes, 3 balls, which made you jump on it quick.
Oh, yeah.
So it was just wonderful. Great facilities, and I'm just so proud to see how the program athletically is developed. When I was there, you know, we had troubles with the De La Salles, the Brother Rices, and the Catholic Centrals, and the Divine Childs. Those were the dominant powers. But now we got a kid that may go to Michigan. We've already sent one to Michigan. We got another one that's maybe going to Michigan or Kentucky, a little guard. And I just am so thrilled with the way our programs have developed, because sports is so important. Academics are important, of course. That's the #1 thing. But the combination of athletics and academics, I tell you, I've traveled all around the world. There's nothing better in terms of the development of a young man than being able to combine the two.
You helped blaze the path. That is evident. And the leadership that I talked about before was evident in high school. Let me see if I have this straight now. Quarterback in football, right?
That's right.
Definitely a point guard in basketball.
That's right.
I know that you caught in college in baseball.
That's
Did you
right.
catch in high school
I
as well?
played first base.
Played first base, but at first base, you were the one making sure everybody knew what was up,
That's
right? Those leadership skills that you developed there continue now as you continue to lead us and guide us here at Fox Sports. What about where it's taken you, and for all those people who are following behind you?
You know, I think what I learned more than anything, because when I played at UD High, we weren't very good in any of the sports except for soccer, and I didn't play that. But what I thought was the most important thing, since we were a team and we were a band of brothers, that it was important for us to make sure that we looked out for each other and that we kept each other up, even when, you know, bad times hit and we weren't winning the games that we wanted to win. And that's the kind of attitude I approach my job with, especially being with you know, great men such as yourself and Bill Raftery and Jimmy Jackson. I just want to make sure that, if anything, I'm a point guard and I keep your hands full. I make sure that I put that ball, or I put those questions right on the dime for you, so you can go out there and slam dunk it.
Well, whether you're playing quarterback and dropping dimes, throwing it from the pocket, or even out of the pocket, because I know you could run it too, dropping the dimes when you're playing the point guard for us in basketball, and of course organizing things as the baseball man. This is what you get, folks. One of your own has gone out there and done his thing. And I know you're all proud of him. I know he wishes he could be there tonight. Let me add my hearty congratulations to him as well. Detroit Jesuit Athletic Hall of Fame member,
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo!
Gus Johnson.
That's right, baby. I made it.